Alrighty then, just picked up my groceries from Walmart. This is the way to shop. I love this, especially when you can get up in the morning and order it the same day, early. It's like not everybody's caught on to this. I don't want them to. I want to be able to come here and do this every time. So much easier. I have to go into the store and, you know, have manners and really, that's what it is. You have to deal with people. I swear, I've gotten into it so many times with so many different people in a market. Sometimes people in like cars that, you know, they have to ride around in, they could be just demanding. Like, I'll help anybody, you know, but I don't know. It's like if you do anything that offends them, they don't have any quorum sometime, whatever the word is, telling you. I don't know. I mean, a guy in a wheelchair that says, you're lucky my legs where it is right now, get up, kick your ass. It's like, when somebody tells you that, it's like, wow. So, they could be hostile. All it takes is a misunderstanding in any situation. It's just a misunderstanding. It's so hard. It's hard to handle sometimes and easy for it to happen. That's why we all have to be tolerant with each other. Because sometimes you don't even know you did something that offended somebody else, and they're going, hey, and you're like, hey, what? And yeah, anytime we're dealing with other people, we have to be cautiously kind at times. Some of us, we just have a, you know, I don't know if it's chemical or what goes on. Some people you just have an easy bond with, you get along with, and just like, yeah, they just have a lot in common. There's a lot goes on, and it's all nice and easy. And other people, you know, you don't have all that. You have to deal with how you feel. You may not feel as comfortable as you want to be, so. But we all have to deal with that. Feelings are, to me, the most misunderstood part of man. My feelings, my thoughts, at times, can be way off base. They could not be close to what's really happening and right in front of my face, because my feelings tell me something else. So feelings are definitely something that needs to be analyzed. You know, each of us, we have to analyze it. We have to analyze our fear. We have to analyze our feeling. We have to analyze those things about ourselves that, you know, why? Why am I angry at anything that happens to me? And I know I have to, and I can't remember a book I read a long time ago, and I don't mean to steal anybody's quotes or anything else. I know it helped me to understand my anger. I don't practice it the way I should, but I need to. I need to do it more. I need to do it a lot more. Because the first thing you have to ask yourself, is my anger justified? Is it justified? Sometimes I'm angry just because something fell on the floor. I mean, that's not justified. That's just me being, impatient. Just me being, judgmental. Whatever it is, it's not justified. Somebody cuts you off. Now it could be, that's justified. You're angry, it's justified. But now you have a choice. Okay, so now you are angry and you're justified. So how do you handle it? And if the person's like in another car, it's not like you can talk it over with them. It's not like you can approach them. You just have to back off. And, if you get opportunity to say, hey, try to be careful, but I don't think you can do that. You can't do that to somebody that's cutting you off. You just have to let it go. And that's another thing that I think it was last year. Every now and then I get a thought. To me, it's a whisper in my ear at times. And last year, that's what that thought was. Let it go. And, then we start singing the Frozen song, but no, not really. But really, to let it go. So many things that I have to let go. Because if I think it through, there's nothing I can do that will end well. No matter what I do in a certain situation, even though I'm justified in being angry, there's nothing I can do to change it. And getting angry back at somebody else and flipping them off and, road raging up his butt with your car. I mean, all that stuff that we do, all of us probably have done it, or wanted to do it. You gotta let it go. Let it go. And that's so many times. When you're dealing with anger, you have to let it go, even though you're justified. But there are those times that you can talk to somebody with the right attitude that just says, especially somebody you're dealing with every day. Some people, letting it go is the easiest thing to do because you don't got to deal with them. You just don't got to deal with those people all the time. But when you're dealing with somebody every day on the job or every day, you need to try to talk it out. You need to say, hey, you're doing these things and I don't like it. That's, to put it bluntly, it makes me angry when you do this. And hopefully there's a way to remedy it. You don't have to hold everything in. You don't have to just be angry. You got to let that shit go. If you can't deal with it, then you still got to let it go and you just avoid the whole situation. There are ways to get around these things, usually. But again, let it go. Is my anger justified? Because a lot of times it's not. Sometimes it's just a thought that's not even true. It's a feeling about somebody that may be true, may not be true, but it's still, some things you cannot control. And that makes us angry. Fear is really connected to anger. The fear that somebody's gonna cheat on you. The fear that somebody's, doesn't love you or does love you. The fear, anything that like that. Emotions kick in and we're not doing the most profitable thing for ourselves or the people around us. loving life is learning to let go.